What's up, brick builders? Today's build is Darth Vader. This is set number 6528899. Year it came out was 2024, age group 6+, and it's got a piece count of 30. Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to another build video, and it's another one of those little Star Wars video builds. If you haven't checked out the ones that we got here, we got Princess Leia there, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi, we got Luke Skywalker, and we got Han Solo. If you haven't seen the Han Solo build, check out this video right here. That's Han Solo, and then there's a link to Luke Skywalker in that video, and in Luke Skywalker video there's a link to Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Obi-Wan Kenobi has a link to Princess Leia. Unlike the others, this wasn't in the Legoland parks. This was actually a make and take 2024 for Lego brand stores. So it was an in-build or in-store build of this little figure, and the head's a little bit questionable, but you can see where it's going. And also there is a part that is used that I don't honestly think needs to be used, because if you don't use it, it looks a lot better in my opinion. You guys, let me know in the comments below what you think when I point out the part and why I think it's better without it. Let's dive in and build it, shall we? Right. As always, no instructions, so we've got a picture, and the picture only shows us half the build, so you kind of have to work it out after that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our base. As usual, it is the same as the other builds. Is a circular dark bluish grey 4x4 plate, and first off we're going to be using these pieces here, these 1x2 oval plates with these two holes. These are going to be his feet, and you're going to place them right in the middle. So like the other builds, they were a bit offset, whereas these are just going to be standing straight. And then we're going to give him some toe caps. So we want these these half oval plates, and they're going to be the front of his shoe or boots, because he wears boots, not shoes. You're going to go on the front there like that, and then we're going to put a 1x2 black plate straight across the top of the other part there, and there you have kind of his feet. On these two studs here, we're going to put a 1x1 black circular plate like that, and that, like that. And then on top of those, we're going to put a black palisade brick. So this kind of gives the illusion that he has legs like that. So that's kind of the similar thing to the Han Solo and the Luke Skywalker. Next, we need to build the body. Now we're going to take this 1x2x4 stud bracket with the studs going up, or the bracket going up, and that is going to go on top of the palisade brick, and you want the 4 studs on the back, because this is what's going to hold the cape on. Okay, now we're going to take 1x1 snot brick with a stud on one side only. It's going to be for his shoulders, which is the same as Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and also Princess Leia as well. So there's his shoulders. That's where you're going to put the arms. So let's put the arms on next. And the arms are very similar build as well. 1x2 curved black brick, and we got a 1x1 where you got a plate with a clip, and it's a C clip. It's going to be his hand like that. That's one. So we're going to do another one of those. Once you've built one of these, you could build pretty much all of them. There we go. There's his two arms. So we're going to put one in there and one in there. That's his arms. And of course, now we need a neck, and that's going to be, we got, oh yeah, I forgot the plate. No, the plate's there, sorry. got an extra plate here. It's going to sit on top because it raises it above the bracket. Then you put the jumper plate on top, which is going to be his neck. So now all we got to do is his head. So his head, we're going to take another snot brick one by one with studs all the way around. It's going to be important that you need the studs all the way around. So we're going to put his face on first, and that's going to be a 1 by 1 black tile. So he's going to have a very, very flat face. And then we're going to use these 1 by 1 mini mountains for the iconic shape of his helmet. And we're going to pop one on one side like that. And you want the slope going out. One on the back. One on the other side. Like that. And then we want the top of his helmet, and then we're taking a 1 by 1 curved brick. That's going to go sit on top. Like that. Now we just want a 1 by 1 stud. Black, just going to go underneath. That's going to be part of his neck, like so. So you can kind of pose his head, and then we're going to pop that on top, and there's his head. Now he wants his cloak, and for the instructions or for the build, it would have been this 2 by 4 black plate, and then these 2 by 4 angled plates. We're going to have a left wing and a right wing, and that goes on top of the 2 by 4 black plate like so, lifting the cape back, and then you just pin it to the back of the bracket. Where's the bracket gone? I think that's too high. It's down to his shoulders. There we go, down to his shoulders. And that is his cape. Then we got his lightsaber. Now the lightsaber hilt is really, really cool because it's not your normal metallic silver. It's not even a chrome silver. It is a pearl titanium lightsaber hilt. And then we've got the 4 stud long red bar. It's just going to go in there as his blade. And then that fits in his handy dandy, like so. And that's pretty cool. And I think what he could do with is he could do with a belt clip. So you could put a 1 by 1 plate there and a black plate with a clip in there, and you could then have a lightsaber hilt clip. Now then, the thing with the cape is that I think with it being like that, I think that it would be better if you took away the 2 by 4 plate and just put it on his back. There is something wrong with that. There is something wrong with that. I think it's this plate here. That should be probably further down the middle there. So you've got 2 plates. Oh no, that is where it goes. My bad. My bad. That is where it goes. And then the jumper plate on top. That's much better. Okay. So again, with the 2 by 4 plate and the wings. Let's put the wings back on. No, stop falling apart. There we go. Put his arm back in, and you can see it properly as it should have been when Sean was first putting it together. There you go. So that's kind of how it is there, and I just don't like this gap here where it's lifted off his back. And I think personally, and let me know in the comments what you think, but I think that it should just be the wings on the back there like that. I think that looks a lot better. Let me know what you think in the comments, folks. Less of a gap there. Look. Like I say, the head is a little bit questionable. But the really cool thing about this set is the pearl titanium lightsaber hilt. And like I say, you could definitely put a belt clip in here. Definitely. There we go, folks. That's the size. He's a little bit of a taller character than the rest of them. He looks pretty cool. He looks a bit like a samurai warrior. Folks, if you enjoyed the video, you want to see some more content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends, family, and anybody else who you think would be interested in this kind of content. Also, put your notifications on to all so you don't miss a thing, and also you might actually get to see the magazine reviews. They are coming, I promise. This is another one of those builds for the countdown to the May the 4th. We're getting very, very close now, folks. I'm Sean from BRIT'N. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.